woman held the body of her son's skyfolded body for a final send-off. But she didn't know, her own son is now alive and well in the family of a plutocrat. Unexpectedly, the woman had just held a funeral for her son, and then her husband, who was lying in the hospital, suddenly passed away. But before he passed away, the woman got a shocking secret from him, that what happened to her husband was all the work of the cosmetics group. It turns out that William was a scientist who researched cosmetics. After countless efforts, he finally researched a unique natural vanilla cosmetics, but before it could be officially produced, it was stolen by a rival cosmetics group. The information and formula were patented. William was furious and went to the cosmetic company to get an explanation. He happened to see the company signing a contract with a foreigner. However, in order to cover up the truth, he ordered the security guards to kick William out. William couldn't see his hard work become someone else's dowry, so he found his buddy Tom. He gave him all the evidence, hoping to help him write an article to expose the theft of the makeup group in order to prevent future problems. Ordered his men to deal with William today, so that he won't be able to see the sun tomorrow. William was driving down the road. At that moment, a motorcycle suddenly appeared in front of him. Then it started to move in front of William's car. In front of William's car to interfere with the direction of travel. William was able to avoid the motorcycle. He was involved in a serious car accident. He was hospitalized and remained unconscious. In the meantime, Lisa's side of the family was switched. In order to protect her husband from the hospital, she gave up the autopsy of the child. That day, William finally woke up. The first thing he wanted to do was to see his newborn child. Lisa was worried about her husband's newly recovered body, so she changed the subject and asked about the cause of the accident. William knew the cause of the accident very well. It must be the work of the cosmetics company. As long as we find the motorcycle at that time, we can find the evidence. Lisa came to the police station to report the accident, but there was no concrete evidence, and the case is related to a rich and powerful group. The police didn't dare to mess with it. They just said they'd conduct an investigation. Lisa went home and waited for the result. The president soon found out the news. In order to protect himself, he ordered his men. Since the previous mission was not completed, they were to carry on with the mission. That night, when the ward was empty, a dark shadow slipped in and ended William's life. When Lisa saw her husband again, he was just a cold body, losing the two most precious people in her life. Lisa was devastated. Lisa guessed that her husband's death was definitely the work of the syndicate. She went straight to the company to seek justice for her husband. The security guards tried to chase her away. At that moment, the daughter of a rich family came to work and saw Lisa. They both gave birth in the same hospital on the same day. They knew each other. Lisa realized that the woman in front of her was the daughter of the corporation. But what she didn't know was, her own son is alive and well in Lucy's hands. Lisa blamed Lucy for her husband not only stealing her husband's research results, she even caused a car accident to frame her husband, and finally killed him while he was still alive. But it's all just a bunch of empty accusations that won't have any effect on the president. Lucy is also a reasonable person. She said that if Lisa could produce evidence, she would never favor her husband. The weak-minded president hurriedly dragged his wife away. He told her not to listen to the nonsense of a madman. Lisa, saddened, looked at the president's back. She swore that she would find evidence to avenge her husband's death. Tom, who had already gotten the love defection, came again to persuade Lisa not to pursue her husband's case. He was worried that she would be in danger if she went on like this, without her child and husband. Lisa is determined. If she doesn't find out the truth, what's the point of living? So Lisa came to the police station again to inquire about the progress of the investigation into her husband's car accident. But she was told that the case was closed. It was finally ruled that the truck's brakes failed. It was a normal accident. It's better to rely on yourself. Lisa put up a banner on the side of the road, trying to find a witness to the accident. But her stubbornness eventually angered the president behind the scene. A dangerous encounter ensues.